party. This is Hamish.
This is JesseY James.
Okay, this is JesseY James.
W07.
Okay. Like I always say, man, it's a man of character. So you gotta expect always. So, JC, what's up, man? What you wanna do today? Because the other time, you give me a couple calls. You say, oh man, I want to speak out something. So I said, okay, it's fine. So. How to make a time, because he said he want to come to you guys watching direct. So tell them something. What you want to say?
Actually, good people, thank you very much. We love you. That's the reason why we are trying to give you these videos so that you can be watching and you can get inspired. I told you already, my name is Jesse, and this is my buddy. His name is Hamish. Okay, he's an entrepreneur and he's a good man. What I would like to discuss with you today is mainly the vision that we have for Africa. We are Africans, and this continent has been really undermined, and it has been subject to several injustices, and many things are not good here in Africa, and we are trying, as the new generation, we are trying really to come up with revolutionary ideas. Okay, I don't know, it might be in science or in business or in politics. I don't know, in any field. We are trying just to come with a new energy, with a new blood, with a new way of doing things, so that Africa can move forward. So is my brother here as a project.
So I have a question I want to ask. So you talk about bringing change to the Africa and the continent also, but how the change is going to come if can the change come without science? Because if people are going to sing all the political songs, they're going to sing all the social songs, but if you're not going to prioritize science, because that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not convinced everybody must believe in or what I believe, but I think we needed to invest more science and teach a lot of these kids, new generation, you know what I'm saying? And in the country and overall, because look, for example, I'm going to give you a vivid example. Most of the major projects in Africa, if you look, for example, Zambia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, most of the you do chemical engineering. You finish actually. By the end of the day, now if you look for the major projects, you're not gonna get it. They're gonna take this major projects to Chinese or probably European country. So it's just my opinion. So I don't know if that you think because the Africa cannot create, or just mentality and inferiority complex because people believe in that Africa can do, because the leader, I don't know, that's how I see for most of the major projects, because the major projects, the government who signed a contract, and for the most part, they have to take the projects and give it to,
Europeans and so on.
All the senior, see? So, I don't know, man. So, in my opinion, like, all that we want to do, but we got to also direct a lot of energy, the governments and the people, because at the end of the day, we can't wait. We as us, we can't wait for the government to do everything for us. We got it. Everybody must, play his part. Everybody must be responsible. If you have a knowledge base for science, or it could be politics or whatever, or languages, try to teach the kids out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of kids. Because if you can have a lot of time going, having a drink the whole day, Saturday, I'm not detecting your time. It's just my opinion, though. So we can just, I don't know, man. It's very complex, man.
I get that.
It's very complex.
I thought first that was a question, but now it seems like it's a combination of a question and a view and a comment. So let's talk about it. Let me try also to add something that it was a question and you have had your own opinion. That is good. So I think it's very important what you have said there. I think how can we make this society, this African society, move forward, to be more developed, more advanced?
Because can we do that? To develop, we need a scientist. We need to strengthen. We need to have modern infrastructure, because most of the country, the infrastructure that the colonizer left is the infrastructure they use. They haven't updated. You know what I'm saying? The road, a lot of country, the road that the colonial master built, they still use the same road. Most of them, they haven't modernized. They haven't built a new road. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So education is very, very important. I think what we are doing it is already good. You understand? Because before developing this, before reaching that goal, okay, there must be dissemination of information. Okay, there must be that kind of action being taken. We need to be promoting this thing, encouraging people, African people, to get informed, to get skilled, to get the knowledge that is important. Like important in order to be active.
So I have a question. My part for shut you down. Which knowledge are you talking about? Sorry for interrogate you.
You know what I'm saying? So you have various kinds of knowledge. For instance, today we are talking about the fourth industrial development revolution. Okay, so now you can't be really talking about development in this age without associating what they call digitalization. Okay, without associating information technology. Okay, IT or digitalization. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, but it's okay. So you are talking about IT, you are talking about computers and so on, okay? And that is a field in which that you are an expert in, and you are trying also to teach African children how they can really make an impact, okay? How they can really develop the community through that tool. Yeah, and so this is one of the kind of knowledge that they need to get. And even if, for instance, me, I am from the technical background, you understand? I'm studying actually chemical engineering. Okay, so I'm passionate about chemistry, physics, and
for the people who don't know, man, I was homeless for 4 years, man. You know, but I made out of it, so I'm proud of myself.
Yes. So now you have a combination of, for instance, technical studies. Technical studies.
Yes.
Technical studies, and you have computers and so on. You know, the controlling system, which is computerized and so on, is very important. So now, if Africans, in everything that they do, in all the studies or the learning processes, they're trying to incorporate that aspect of digitalization, to be very important in order to develop the community. Okay, so I think that is the thing. So I think that is how we can really harness this stage of development, and I think it's very important. So I think that might be the answer to your question.
I'm gonna ask you a question, very simple question. What could be the solution? Because you talk about developments, right? About developments and bring change to Africa. So if you ask my brother, is condensed as possible, if you can explain to me what could be the solutions for, because the topic is about developments, develop Africa, and they have to get rid of us for the aid, because in my opinion, man, I don't believe in aid. The more you get help, the more you become dumb. So I'm saying, I mean, people gotta learn in hard way. I was just asking, so what has to be done? Because you explain a lot of things which, you know, I appreciate it, and it's very important. You see, so what it has to be done as condensed as possible? What has to be done so that it's going to bring progress or a lot of progress in motherland?
Yeah, thank you very much for your question, dear friend. I think what needs to be done, as I said, in order to bring development, social development in Africa, I think education is very, very important. When we talk about education, we mean that any way or any means which people can get access to information, you understand, to information, so that they will be skilled and they will be having the knowledge which will be required to be used in this society to bring development. You understand? So now, how you are going to achieve that? How are you going to achieve that information gathering, if I can say. So you have different means. As I said, I was talking about what we are saying now. Today we are talking about this digital era. You talk about the fourth industrial revolution, okay, with the digitalization of the world economy, or so it's very, very important now. So it's difficult really to talk about development, social development nowadays in Africa without having a particular level.
So what it has to be, okay. So what we have to do, probably just say what we have to do, so the thing has to change.
Yeah, things must change. Just knowledge is key to everything. Is power, because knowledge is what will bring change. Understand? But how now it must be done. Understand? So we must harness as well information technology. That's why I was alluding to digitalization. Understand? We need to incorporate that. We need to adapt that. Everything must be done now in a digital context. Understand? So, and that is something. That is a field in which you are actually operating. I think you are an expert in that field, and you are trying as well to promote that, to teach African kids how they can really harness that, and they can be creative. They can really be using that platform in order to bring change in the African society. So, I don't know, perhaps you might be having your own view. You can add something on that.
So I think that is very precious. So you say things has to be digitalized. A lot of things.
I think the way that knowledge is being processed and information is being used in order to bring change must be incorporating some digital aspect, it must be like that, so that it will be faster, agile, and so on. So it will be easier, and it will be the scale of the development will be high. So that's what I mean. But development is critical, and knowledge is a key component to that development process.
Yeah, I see what you mean, because it's a lot of challenge. For example, for majority of the people, people that go until university, most of the people don't even know what a computer is, and most of the people, they never even touch a computer. They haven't touched or switch on. So it's like when people start university, is when they start to work on those stuffs. See what I'm saying? So, and it's like we 100 years or 20 years or 50 years far behind Western countries or some of the Asian countries. So this is a reason why you have a certain knowledge, or people that they have a knowledge, is very important to encourage people to volunteer, go and give back.
I think
because selfishness is not going to take anyway, because most of the people you're going to find, probably some people are educated and then they're going to move out from their community, or not even going back and go to the let's say other community, which there's nothing wrong with it. But so who's going to do the job? Because if I don't do, you don't do, okay, you graduate, you qualify, and then you move on. So what about those kids? See,
I think it's about a vision. It's about a vision. The vision that we have for this continent that we love, and we say this. We don't think that major discoveries or inventions must always be initiated by Westerners or by Chinese. You understand? We think that we can do that as well. I think, look, we had knowledge here in Africa. Understand?
Yes.
We're living in a community where our ancestors were developing, we're having knowledge, okay, on certain things, on, for instance, how we can heal somebody, you understand, and things like that. We had
how to heal people,
how to cook, how to do things, and we had an entire science.
So what went wrong?
What went wrong is what went wrong is that, with this colonization and so on and so forth, we had a problem in rejecting our own civilization and our own cultural belief and knowledge, so that we started now like taking like importing let's say foreign cultures. When I'm talking about foreign, I'm talking about
Western culture.
Western, you understand, which is foreign to
Western
African
products or Western.
Yes. But in the modern society, we believe that with globalization, yes, we need now to be cosmopolitan. We need to be modern, but without neglecting or negating our own culture. Understand? So there are certain things, certain knowledge that we need to keep. You understand? Very important. So now we need now to start making our own kids, African kids, believing in themselves that they can make it in everything. And we need also to put systems in place which will be supporting them. You understand? So that they will be having hope.
But here are the things. Sometimes we have to be brutal honest. You see a lot of people we talk, especially in Africa. People always going to talk, but as far as when it comes to implementation, very few people. When you say now, hey guys, Saturday, every one of you stop what you're doing, let's go to the community. Trust me. Some people probably might even switch off the phones because they want to go in drinks and do something, but it's not everywhere. Some of the place. Some of the expect. I know people are very close and that I try to contact them and everybody face. You can't believe a lot of people sometimes. They see me, I'm crazy. That I'm crazy, like they say I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I have a lot of time. People say, no, this guy, he has nothing to do. He got a lot of time on his hands. Because why I don't do something else and why I have to go and help in children. It's funny, trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
it's
things
hurtful,
like that.
it's hurtful. I get that. First, let me first.
So that's why it can be challenging a little bit. You see, that's why I take a risk. I say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Just to show that people, you know what, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter whether you come from township, whether you come from the ghetto, or whether you come from where there's no hope, you're hopeless, you can also do it.
You can make it.
Whether you're homeless, whether you have a history where you come from the war zone, where you lost all the parents, you an orphan, you can also do it. Hello, how you doing, man? I'm fine, thanks.
Hello, people.
You can also do it. It's possible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's possible. If you see most of these people who have made it big, they also come from the very, very, very rough background. However, it's not everyone, but I shouldn't stop you like, oh, I come from very rough in my family. I don't have anyone who's an expert or professional. You gotta be that one. You see, you have to accumulate that anger. And it's like, why not me? You can do it. It's possible.
I like that spirit. Listen, let me first come to what you said there. I think you are a very exceptional man because people, they don't understand really what is going on here. In life, when someone is about to bring about major change. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. You look good as well. So when you are trying to bring major changes, we are trying to invent or to innovate, the people there who don't understand what you're going through, your vision, they will be laughing at you because they don't see really the significance of what you have.
I got one.
You are seeing a different world. You understand? You are thinking far beyond. You understand? So they are not there. You understand? You are too far. You understand? But they'll just understand after it being achieved. You understand? After you achieving that, then they will be relying on what you have done or you have made. You understand? So it's very, very important. So don't be discouraged. You understand? People are
Hey, my sister, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Well, you good? Okay, wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for carrying UNISA brand. So, you know what I'm saying? We understand you because we think in the same way, and the only thing that we can say, we can encourage you, and we don't know, we might have one day certain powers, and we will use, we'll invest in people like you who are sharing the same vision as us. You understand? Because we care about this community. You understand? So now, you need us to be courageous. I'll just encourage you to keep on doing that. You understand? And if we have time as well, we'll be also active, not just talking. You understand?
Yeah, because talking,
we talk a lot. Because as they say, talk does not cook rice. Fantastic, you know that. You understand? Talk does not cook rice. And then we need to be, after talking, yes, it's good to talk. You understand? If you are trying to express yourself, you're trying to be to give a verbal expression of something, okay?
But it has to be with the action.
But there must be action after you talking, and then you need to be passing quickly into action. So it's very, very important, and Africa needs that, because we can see even in these international, African, in these African conferences or in the AU and so on, where people, you can just be there talking. After talking,
they don't do the whole day. They don't do nothing.
They don't do anything. You see, so those are things that we need to be pragmatic. Understand? So pragmatism is very, very important, and we are presenting a view here. We are serious about that. Plus today we'll be posting this thing on YouTube there, and today you might not see already the vitality of it, but tomorrow you see me and this man will be active. We'll be active there, and we will be actually pursuing this vision. Understand? So we like you as well if you share this video with us. I don't know, you might be in the business sector, you might be in the public sector, for instance, you understand, or you might be, I don't know, you see. But if you share this vision that we have for this continent, for these people, and for the world as well, because we are not against anybody, you understand, come and join us, support us, I don't know, with funding, with, I don't know, connection. You can connect us with important people. You understand? Important people. And as we are trying to advance.
She said, means as praise it. You know, Khalim Mklante. You also have a beard as yours.
Okay. Yeah, so it's very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. So we are working on that. The purpose of this video is to tell you that we have a vision, that we are working on that. He is an entrepreneur. I am also. You understand? And we value education. He is educating people through social media, through using digital technology. I do that using different things.
And on top of that, for the people,
you understand?
My ops is going to come out very soon, so you can always get the ops, and you get material straight away, which is for free.
Definitely.
Sorry,
you understand? We are doing that, and you understand that we are trying to educate. We are trying to help, to guide this new generation of African leaders in business, in politics, in sports, in you name it, and in entertainment and so on. We are giving them guidance so that our vision, you understand, will be fulfilled. Understand? So it's very, very important for us to be having this position, and we would like you really to support us. So I don't know if my brother here has something to add there.
Thanks a lot, man. I truly appreciate, man. I appreciate that. You very open mind, because for the most part, a lot of people, when I tell them what I'm doing, people that go ask me, man, so what are you doing? I tell you, I work for community. That's one of my projects. That's one major projects, because something that I always have since when I was very young, because of
we don't have.
Okay, so you see, so that's why most of the time when I met up with these children, it's not only children, because my priority is more for the children and having, either you child or either you adult, it doesn't matter which ages. If you see, first and foremost, I'll try to change people's state of mind, because most of the people from disadvantaged community, you get maybe 2 out of 10 who give up. They have already state of mind. They have already programmed themselves that I cannot do. It's not possible. For anything has to be done perhaps by the government, or if it's not for the government, or it has to be done maybe like, for example, I'll talk about the community where I'm from. For most parts, when people like these kids, they think maybe something had to do with the computer, or how to make apps, or how to do programming is something only wasting people, wasting country can do. Like, you gotta be American, or you have to be European, or you have to be very rich, come from the wealthy family, or you have gone one of those high paid school for you to do that, which is not true.
It's not true.
You see, so first of all, try to open the mind that they can do is possible. Everything can be done, but you gotta train yourself minds and go for it, because simple is not easy. Even though how you think, oh, it's simple, but it's not easy. So you should not believe they gotta have that same mind. Like, nothing is gonna just come. You can't just sit under the tree and wait things to fall, or wait for the fruits to fall. You're gonna have to climb and get that food. So I'm saying, so stuff like this. So try to change the set mind face, they can do. And if you want to do anything, sometimes you got to be aggressive a little bit.
There you go.
You have to be aggressive. But if you're going to be slowly but sure and wait for the kindness of the universe, or wait for the God one day to help you, it's never going to wax.
You need to be violent.
You got to be aggressive a little bit and go what you want. So, that's just my opinion. And that's my approach for the most case. You got to be humble and go for what you want. So that's it, man.
Yeah, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
I agree with that. If you need change, really, you need to have some level of violence. But don't talk about violence. Aggressivity is the same thing. So what I'm saying, it doesn't mean that you need to be killing people.
No, just agree. When I say aggressiveness, like, you gotta go for what you want.
Definitely. You need to be active. You need to be vibrant. You need to be energetic. That is the kind of violence that we mean. So it's very, very important. Now let me head against something. As I said, I think that here in Africa, most
people. You know what happens? So can I say something? People are gonna spend the whole night, the whole day praying here in Africa. That's a problem. They won't pray the whole night, the whole day. But when it comes to it's okay. Pray the whole night, the whole day, the whole Sunday, Saturday, the whole week. But also put the same energy into creativity.
I get it. I like that.
I mean, people only wait for the God to do everything for them.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Apart from that, people, you see, that's why it's going to take a little time until people. That's why I say much of the time I try to change people's state of mind. People gonna spend. Okay, so the same thing we say, most of the people here, they're only gonna wait for the kindness of the universe.
Yes.
People gonna spend the whole day. If you say, hey, let's pray, people can start, which is there's nothing wrong with it. But they should keep the same energy. Into creativity. You see?
Yeah, can I add something on that?
All right.
So what I was saying as well is that it's very, very
the little brothers, man. Oh, people go spend the whole day, the whole night, starting argue about Arsenal, Manchester. Team is not even for the African, man. I'm not being critical. Like some people sometimes they can even fight. I know this guy hang himself because one of the British football teams lost. I don't know. I'm not much in football. Like, I don't know, it's Arsenal, Manchester, or Liverpool. Because his team lost, he hang himself.
So that is
why people don't spend all that energy of argue the whole day. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying, but we gotta change our set of mind.
We need to change our mindset. So I think, as I say, we need more entrepreneurs here.
How you doing, man? Okay, good.
We need more entrepreneurs here in Africa. We need job creation, but we can't always go and seek jobs. As I said, we can't be waiting for the mercy or the kindness of the universe. We can't be doing that. You understand? So you, African, you need now to try to think about, instead of you just going to knock on the door of of a white man or wherever. You see, you need also to be thinking using the knowledge, because we are teaching people the knowledge that you will acquire.
It's not the white man, it's not the black man, whoever.
The knowledge, the knowledge that you will acquire, try to use it to create something.
Yeah.
Think out of the box and create something, get something done. By creating that, by inventing something, you'll be creating jobs. You can create your own company and you start producing things that you have created.
Yeah.
And you create jobs. So we need more people, more African people taking these initiatives.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. Yes. So it's very, very, very important. Without that, there will not be any development.
Never. It's never happened.
Never. And you need to stop underestimating yourself, complaining and whining.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Because these things will never bring change.
It's not gonna bring change. I agree.
Positive change in this community. We are serious about these things, and we are just waiting for the opportunity to start now acting. But we are not sitting there just waiting. We are doing some things. You understand? So we would like to tell our people, our African people, that we don't have to be always whining there, complaining. Say that there is no job, or there is no. Try to take responsibility. Say that, listen, I am starting this thing, and we are going to do everything to support you in one way or another.
In the top of that, people don't understand. It's going to take a time, but when you open your own stuff, probably your stuff might boost up. It's going to be one of the well known in the world or in Africa, and then you're going to be known like, oh, he's a CEO.
Yeah.
See, so
and the CEO
of whatever he's going to do. So I'm saying,
we're also CEOs. We are. We are. Don't think that we are small. I told that I sell paper. Yeah, and he's helping me to tend my beard. So it's very, very important. We are serious on these things. This is a vision that we are selling, and we like also everybody who agrees on that. So must really come and join us. But I think something else is that we Africans, we might be political leaders or we might be business leaders. We need to be supporting each other.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So when we are supporting each other in our businesses, we need also to be investing in the youth, the young entrepreneurs, those who are trying to come.
So next video is going to be, that's a very good thing. People, man, black people, man, I don't know what's happening, man.
We don't have to be killing each other because someone is getting rich there. Why?
I don't talk about man. I think that's going to be the next one. Like why people don't like to pay. Is facts. I do business with a lot of people, but when it comes to payments,
they don't like to release money.
Black people, I mean our people, there are some who pays. I'm not gonna discredit them. They do, but if I had to put percent, 95 when it comes to payment is tough. 90 or 80%. It is not that they cannot. Some of them, for some reason, it's like it's in the mind. Like, why would I have to pay this guy? When it comes to time, most of the people they don't pay for the time, especially black people. Like. So there's gonna be another video, man.
Yeah, let's just
thanks a lot for
I think
time, guys.
Seriousness is very important. What you say that we're not serious, we don't keep up. We don't keep our promise, and we don't honor our words. You understand? So that's the thing. So we are going to discuss about it in the next video.
The only thing we know is like, oh, this brother is doing well now. Let me bring him down. Oh, this one is doing well. Let me kill him. This one is doing well. Let me rob him. Because look, a lot of crimes like go to most of this our community. Yeah. We're gonna be blaming other people like, oh, we could do this. But if you go to most of the community,
we're destroying each other. We're destroying each other. So there is no progress if we're doing that. My brother is doing well. Is the wearing suit? And me, I'm wearing a jacket. I want to kill him. He was just wearing a suit. But there's no progress.
Thanks a lot, bro. Okay.